What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Shakur Stevenson, you did this one to yourself. You did this one to yourself, champ. You did this one to yourself. Shakur Stevenson takes to social media to defend close friend, now junior welterweight title contender, Richardson Africa Hitchens. In his performance last night against Gustavo Lemos, Richardson Hitchens, in many people in the boxing world's mind, he lost last night to Gustavo Lemos. He lost, right? It was a performance where, as I stated, we should be careful and be mindful when we put young fighters, now he's 26, he's not that young, but specific styles in there, with Argentinian fighters. Adrian Broner's career got completely derailed from the Marcos El Chino Maidana fight. Argentinian fighter. He shocked the world, Marcos Maidana, in his very next fight against Floyd Mayweather, and the output and the performance that he put against Floyd Mayweather. So much so that it garnered an immediate rematch from Floyd Mayweather. The Argentinian style of boxing is very, very hard and difficult to prepare for. And so because of that, right, you have situations where you put young fighters in these fights with these Argentinian style fighters, and they don't look good. And that's what happened last night. He was 5'5". Excuse me, y'all. He's 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Richardson Hitchens is 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. He's 5 inches taller and had a 7-inch arm reach advantage, and is a better athlete and a better pure boxer. But the style of the Argentinian fighters makes it extremely difficult to keep them at bay. And he arguably lost. In my opinion, I thought he lost the fight last night. But he was the A side. He's the bigger name. And now he's going to get the opportunity to fight the winner of Subriel Matias Liam Paro fight. And Shakur Stevenson takes to social media and he says that if Richardson Hitchens would have been training with him, right, opposed to training with the fighters that he trains with, particularly Gervonta Tank Davis is the shot that he's taken at Richardson Hitchens. He says that he would have stopped Gustavo Lemos. And to that, Devin Haney responded, and he just put the cover in his face emojis, because Richardson Hitchens was aggressively going at Devin Haney, as he was aggressively going at as Shakur Stevenson is aggressively going at Devin Haney. Devin Haney is not liked for whatever reason. And so Shakur Stevenson is saying this. Shakur Stevenson has a total of 10 knockouts in his entire career. He's not a big puncher. And when he just fought an aggressive Dominican fighter in Edwin De Los Santos, he landed the least amount of punches in a championship fight in the history of the sport of boxing. And he landed 65 total punches. Now, he did have an injured left hand, and he's a southpaw. He's a natural orthodox, natural right-hander, but he fights southpaw. He landed a total of 65 punches. 46 was by way of jab, right? And when he fought another hard hitter, right, in Nakatilia, again, Shakur Stevenson was not very aggressive against that style of fighting. So when he says if Richardson Hitchens would have trained with him, he would have gotten a knockout and stopped Gustavo Lemos, it's hard to believe. It's not believable, because that's not your style of fighting. You don't even do that. Now, he did so against Yoshino, but that's a specific style matchup for Shakur Stevenson, right? His hand speed, his foot speed, his defense is top notch. So when you're fighting a flat-footed, stationary, aggressive fighter like Yoshino, you're going to do that. But when you're not fighting that type of style, you're fighting an aggressor that's athletic and explosive, it doesn't look the same. So therefore, when he says that, of course the boxing world is going to go at Shakur Stevenson because you didn't even do that in your last fight. And this style, the Argentinian style, right, of Gustavo Lemos is a very, very difficult style to deal with. Very difficult style to deal with. Now, Shakur Stevenson's defense and counterpunching ability is better than Richardson Hitchens. But Richardson Hitchens is a very good pure boxer, but he doesn't have a lot of power himself. So it's hard to keep those types of fighters at bay. It's extremely hard. So Shakur Stevenson says that. Now, everybody gets on Devin Haney and says Devin Haney don't have power. Devin Haney has knockout of the year. Devin Haney was weight draining himself. So Devin Haney's not the biggest puncher in boxing. Absolutely not. Nobody's going to confuse him with Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Tate Davis, Artur Beterbiev. But he has respectable power, right? And he's a masterclass boxer. Shakur Stevenson is a masterclass boxer as well. Defensive. He's more defensive minded though. So therefore, to say if he was training with you, he would have stopped Gustavo Lemos. Now, he had moments in the fight, but Gustavo Lemos was very resilient. He wasn't taking no for an answer. There was moments where Richardson Hitchens was going to the body, changing levels, going back up top. Beautiful combinations. He wasn't having it. He wasn't going to waver. And he weathered those storms, and he came back aggressive, cutting the ring off, and Richardson Hitchens' defense was the problem. He couldn't see the hooks, the overhand rights. That was the problem. So maybe Shakur is saying that his defense would have been better, but to say he would have stopped him, I don't see that. I don't see that. So, you know, Richardson Hitchens is going at Devin Haney. Devin Haney is, you know, he didn't say much, but he just covered his eyes. The covering your eyes emojis, just like unbelievable. It was a terrible performance by Richardson Hitchens. And he says that he had lingering effects from issues outside the sport of boxing, I gather, that prevented him from performing to the level that he is accustomed to performing. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out moving forward. But I tell you what, Subriel Matias is going to be a major issue for Richardson Hitchens. If Richardson Hitchens performs anything like he did, if he performs anything like he did last night against Subriel Matias, he's going to get stopped. He's going to get stopped because if he's not sharp enough and agile enough and elusive enough, because he doesn't have a lot of power to keep and stay consistent, he don't deal with pressure well. And once you get past his arms, right, he don't deal with that well. Now, I do think that he has the ability to outbox Subriel Matias, but his defense got to go up. I do agree. If he gonna get with Shakur Stevenson for your defense, because that overhand right, you best believe Subriel Matias and Liam Paul, for that matter, licking their chops. Licking their chops. You best believe they licking their chops for that one. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. I'm gone. Peace.